Big news for the weekend. Drake dropped Iceman. Everyone knew the Iceman was coming, and then
Yes,
day
sir.
of, we all find out it's actually 3 albums. Now, I have listened to Iceman, and I've listened to half of, um, uh, what is it? Maid of Honor, I think it is.
Yep.
Um, yeah, so I listened to one and a half of the albums. I know that it sounds like we have a pretty even 2-2 split on our reviews of this. So Toph, I know that you got some pretty strong takes on this. What did you think about the Drake releases?
I don't really got much to say. Just wasn't my frequency, not my vibe. He's done better. I think his sound, to me, is being kind of phased out. So like I said,
Mm.
wasn't for me. I don't want to, bash on, people's artists. Everybody can like who they like. But for me, it didn't fit my frequency. So I only
Did you
ended up liking 2 songs of it, which I don't even remember what the songs are. But like I said, for me, I'm a 30-second guy. If you can't grasp my attention in 30 seconds, it's on to the next song.
okay? Now let me ask you this: were you previously a Drake fan?
I mean, I still like Drake. Like I
Okay,
said, I think, I'm not one of the people that kind of got caught up, in the battle. I mean, Drake's been doing this for, 2 decades now. So
right.
I think just over time, when someone goes so long, you start to get desensitized to the music. And then, I don't want to say I'm at that point, but it might be, a turning of the page where, just me, his flow, his vibe is just kind of, getting toned out now.
And the only reason I ask is because I feel like it adds to the opinion of like I've always not liked Drake, so I've continued to not like versus I used to like him, but I'm kind of over him at this point, which it sounds like is where you're at with it. Okay, let's go to the other person that also did not like it, Starly.
Hi. No, not crazy about it. He's never really been like my sound in general. I'll kind of second you on that one, Toph. He's never really been like my vibe or my frequency. He's got some songs here or there, but to me personally, he's always going to be the young man that got shot and paralyzed in Degrassi. So that guy's he's the one that tried to talk the bully down and it didn't work. So but no, this wasn't my cup of tea, we'll say.
Was
Was
there
fine.
anything specifically that you didn't like about it, or it just did not? It wasn't hitting.
It
Did you
just
listen to all of them, or how much did you listen to?
I'm the same way. If you don't get me in like the first 30 seconds, I'm not about it. And I got like I think 3 songs into the first album and I just was like, nope, not my thing. And I just changed it to my Spotify station. So just in general, I think I agree. His sound, like it was fine like a couple of years ago, 10 years ago, but it's just the same. It's the same, you know. And some people might argue that like, well, he's stuck to his roots and that's great. I ain't gonna hate on you for that, but it's not my jam.
And I don't know if any of you guys listen to this or have any feelings about it, but that's kind of how I felt about J. Cole's album, The Fall Off. I listened to that whole thing. There was a few songs that I liked, but as a project in its entirety, I didn't care about it that much. And I know that people were like saying that I guess the first track was him at 29 and the second was him at 39 or something like that. I don't whatever the ages were on that. So it was how he felt before and how he feels now. But after the and we're gonna get to this in a second, but after the stuff with Kendrick where he started talking shit and then apologized, I feel like I lost all interest in hearing him declare himself as the best rapper or want to smoke with anybody else because I know when push comes to shove, it's time to show that you're the best rapper. You don't really want that. And I feel
Mhm.
like, honestly, I feel like that was a bigger hit to his legacy in my mind as a huge J. Cole fan than it was of Drake. At least Drake went out swinging. J. Cole didn't even want the fucking smoke. I listened to you for years. Oh, I'm the best rapper. I'm snatching the crown. I'm this, I'm that. And then you finally got a chance to go 1v1 or 1v2 or whatever with the other 2 of the big 3. And you're like, nah, I'm okay. So that's kind of how I felt too. Is like I listened to them all the way through. I'm not like the 30-second guy for it, but could not get into it no matter how much I wanted to. Did you guys ever
Mhm.
listen to that or no?
No.
I've not
No, I
listened to
didn't.
his most recent album. No,
Okay.
I love J. Cole, but I have been so out of tune with just music as a whole lately. Honestly, listening to this Drake album has it was like, damn, I need to listen to more music.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, so you were one of the people, one of the two of us that liked it. How much of
yes,
it did you listen to? What were your thoughts?
I listened to like 8 or 9 songs of Iceman, and uh, I liked uh, most of everything I was hearing. I do hear what these guys are saying about like it's the same old Drake. Like it's not like you're getting anything new when
Hmm.
when you hear Drake. It's not like it's a new. It's not like he, I guess with the guy like J. Cole or with a guy like Kendrick, you might get some new cadence or some new like I don't know burn, and you get these roasts and things like that from Drake, and like he definitely was on like he kept his receipts for sure in his hiatus from this, and if you're a Drake fan and you're paying attention, like you're gonna love this shit. Like, but to me, like I did like it a lot, and I think what the problem is that the dude got burned so bad that it's going to be so hard for the general media or the generic or whatever, the general public to put him back on a pedestal or put him back, give him his crown back, Because I do think he is one of the best, like you said, off podcast. Like he has some of the most hits out of any rapper that's active or inactive.
Hmm.
Like if not the most. So like you can't disrespect that. But like I get it, it doesn't vibe with everybody, and especially right now, people are gonna definitely hate on it
Well,
because of what just happened. And I think it was a great album. It was a great answer. He came out with the double feature. Like I respect the shit out of that. He's like, yeah. All right. He talked all that shit, but I got 24 songs for y'all. So like I can't hate on that.
so your flow thing that you had mentioned, that is one of the biggest differences between the three albums. Now, people like are speculated that he dropped three at once because he's trying to get out of his deal with the record label after he tried to sue them for not like us, which is crazy. Can't imagine having to go work for somebody that you just tried to sue and failed and got publicly embarrassed by. He's like, let me get these albums out and move on to something else. Uh, but his Iceman, that's like the typical Drake flow, and then you get more of like a almost like a Jamaican kind of a vibe from, or not Jamaican, but that I'm struggling to find the word I'm looking for, but that it's a different
Reggae?
flow um
I don't-
on Maid of Honor, and then I have not listened yet
Mm,
to the other one, but I think that's supposed to be more of like a Middle Eastern influence. So his flows are different on the other ones. Is what I'm trying to
And
get at
that's
with
fair.
it.
I want to listen to Iceman, so if I will have to give
Yeah.
the other albums a try just to see if there's something different on there too. Which I'm happy to give music a try. But again, if it still has that same Drake cadence, I'm also gonna be like, okay, here we are again.
Now, this is the other part of this too, though, and this is what I think that it was. He'd finally, after going out sad for the longest time, finally did what he was supposed to do after getting his ass whooped in this rap battle. I've always been a big fan of all three of them: J. Cole, Kendrick, and
Mhm.
Drake, and I feel like you can be a fan of all of them. And so, watching the two of them go back and forth, I was just like, hey. Let's see the big on big. I'm here to see it. This is Jordan versus MJ. This is, you know what I mean. Any two big names going. This is Tom versus Mahomes. Like I'm ready to see it. And Kendrick won. He definitely whooped his ass. Drake put up a fight for a little bit, but Kendrick outmaneuvered him, and then he danced on his grave with "Not Like Us." There is no denying that.
And
And
did it again
Drake,
at the Super Bowl.
at yep. And he went on a crazy run from it. And Drake finally took his L, disappeared for a little bit, and then came out. And this is what you're supposed to do: is take your L, wait a respectable amount of time, and then come back out with some heat. And I feel like that's what Drake did with it. And it reminded everyone that despite how bad he lost, there's no one else doing things the way that Drake is. He is by far the biggest name in music, at least in rap and R&B. I wouldn't say necessarily music because there's other big artists, but I mean, and that even goes to kind of show, and I think Drake kind of leaned into it with this too, is like, I've been doing a lot for people for years, and they all need me. I don't need anybody else. I am still Drake with or without French Montana or J. Cole or DJ Khaled or Rick Ross or Kendrick or any of them. And even with the Kendrick thing, Kendrick got that whole thing got so big and he went on that crazy run because he took down Drake. That doesn't happen if you don't go after somebody else. If that was against J. Cole, that's not moving the needle like that. But you see how after the embarrassment that Drake went through, when it's Drake drop time, whether you love him or you hate him, you're tuned in. You want to see. You're either hate listening to it, or you're here to appreciate it, or you're here to test it out. But he moves the needle 100%, to the fact of he has made history as the first artist to take over the entire top 30 on U.S. Apple Music. 43 of the top 50 are songs currently held by Drake.
Oh, wow.
He moves the needle. He moves the needle. And I like the fact that he took the time to do some reflection and realize that. And I also like the fact that he took some shots at J. Cole. I'm paraphrasing, but he said, "We got history and I love you, but I can't forgive you. You started that shit. You set the shots out and then apologized. Like, that was soft." And I think that was necessary because I feel like they were in it together. And then, hey, you left me fucking hanging, bro. Like, we were all in this shit together. We went to the fight, and I looked for my backup. Right. I turned around, and no one was behind me. And
he's like, "Hey, Kendrick, you might be a lyricist, but I got J. Cole with me." And J. Cole was like, he's like doing his hair in the mirror. He's like,
apologizing. Like, that shit was so soft. But he called out him. He called out DJ Khalid. He called out DJ Khaled for never talking about Free Palestine or anything. Like, he took some shots, and it was, I think that it's interesting to see where he's going to go from here. But I think that for someone as big as him to realize, I don't need y'all need me, and I'm still doing it because I'm him, I respect that. I will say, upon first listen to, there's no classics out of anything that I've heard so far. There's some good songs. I liked everything I heard, and I appreciated, because I haven't liked an album that he's made since Scorpion. So that's like his last 2 or 3 drops have done nothing for me at all. But I was vibing with Iceman. I was here for the flows. I liked that return of his sound. But nothing really. There was like a few that I thought were good. The lyrics were there, but I feel like it wasn't a hit-making album. I feel like it was a proving a point album. And I'm with that. But Toph, you had the idea of us all dropping our favorite 5 Drake songs. So your idea, I'm gonna let you go first, and then we'll go from there.
Actually, I will not be going first because mine's probably gonna take the longest.
Oh, okay, okay. Bet.
I got a whole presentation for mine, so I'm gonna let the people
shit
that just did it, write their names down. They can go because I'll go last.
Okay, Kyle, you're up.
So we'll hold on.
Go ahead.
We're gonna let Starley go first since he's not the biggest Drake fan.
Ooh, okay.
I was say, and I have the shortest list because I ain't got 5.
See, there we go.
He ain't got 5.
Let me go ahead and orchestrate this.
We'll start with a fantastic classic I'm sure we're all familiar with my number 1 being Back to Back Freestyle. I feel like a lot of us obsessed over that song for quite a long time, probably memorized it once or twice, hours. So that's a good one. Yeah. Spencer, can't wait to fist fight you in public for saying this one. Number 2, Hotline Bling.
That's disgusting.
Love it. If anything, not for the music, the memes. All the memes that came out of it, and just it being on my timeline for years. Even now, honestly. God's Plan, we'll follow that one. I think that's a good song. Oddly enough. And then I'm Upset. We'll finish that one up just because of the quotes. Quoting that throughout my whole life.
50,000 on my head is disrespect.
That's it. That's it right there.
This motherfucker, that is the gentrification top 5 Drake songs. That is
so good.
That is the most unseasoned Drake songs of all time. This motherfucker's a Hotline Bling it too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm disgusted. I'm sorry.
Hey,
I told you if it was a big hit on the radio, I was probably a really big fan of it. And would you believe that almost every single one of those is a big hit on the radio?
Okay.
Cheers.
All right. Respect that.
All right, Kyle.
Yep, I knew I was next. So I'll go 1 to 5 since he did. Number 1 to me, Energy, bro. I got enemies, got a lot of enemies, got a lot of people. All right. Number 2, Marvin's Room. Okay. That is all time to me. I mean, In My Feels. Shout out Andre from Bed Bath, Jared. He and I used to sit there and smoke weed and play this song and be like, dude, I miss her, bro.
Wait a second. Time out. Time out.
We would both be in.
No. What I heard was you was in a bed and a bath smoking with a nigga named Andre listening to Marvin's Room.
I was in my car after working at Bed Bath and Beyond. And we were both pining over our girl, bro. We were both dumbasses that let her go, man. It's all good. I don't need no sympathy.
Hey, but look at you now.
Look at me now.
Are we all right? We need to let you go for a minute, or
Yeah, I need to. Next up is back-to-back freestyle because Jared and I, we were sitting in my Pontiac G6 just ripping this shit.
Y'all were sitting back to back in the car?
Yeah. And so, I'm slightly less, yeah, whatever. Next up, best I ever had. And then finally, I got Forever / Only. I don't think he killed in Only as much. So I would put, I don't think he killed in Forever as much, but he made that song what it is. I think his first verse in Only is like one of my favorite.
Greatest.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See, that is a good verse too. I don't know. It's just his cadence versus the people that were in that song to me. Versus, I don't know. Like in Only when he was just like, yeah, I ain't fuck nigga because you got a man. But when that started, when I first heard it, I was like, oh. But when that's over, man, I'm first in line, dude. Oh man. Yeah. That verse hit.
Okay. I like your list a little bit better than the style.
Just like I was gonna say, I'm slightly better.
No, those are all
Slightly
respectable. Those are all respectable songs. I can't deal with Hotline Bling.
I see her Hotline Bling. He's gonna throw everything out the window now.
So
all right, let's go let the light skin talk.
He's working his way in blackness as to who gets to go.
And all to disqualify myself, I am a light skin born in October, so
oh no.
October's very own. That's all right. But
bottom now we here.
I mean, I'll say this. I'm gonna give you my list. I'm gonna go 5-1, and then I'm gonna say something else after my list. But at number 5, we got Nonstop. At number 4, Headlines. Number 3, Furthest Thing. Ain't no way I wrote Headlines on here twice.
You wrote Headlines at 4 and 2.
Hold on.
Homework.
Hold on. I got it. Hold on. Whoa. Okay, hold on. We're gonna take I'm gonna run this by you one more time. At number 5, I got Nonstop. At number 4, I got Feel No Ways. At number 3, Furthest Thing. Number 2, Headlines. And number 1, Lord Knows. That is Starley probably hasn't even heard of 4 of those songs.
None of them. Not a single one.
He said none of them.
Lord Knows goes crazy, dog. And the beat in the back and the Rick Ross feature, fantastic. That is one thing that I'm sad about, is that we might not ever get Rick Ross and Drake together again, because they are like Goku and Vegeta. That shit is a beautiful combination.
Never say never.
But what I will say is that this was also these are just Drake songs, not features, because you could do a top 5 of features too. Just throw some out here real quick, because I can't make a list without saying these. But Fucking Problems, I'm On One, Aston Martin Music, all of those bangers.
Yeah, about Fucking Problems, man. It's a good one.
But that being said, for me, I feel like, and we talked about this off camera, but Drake to me is 1A, 1B. You could put him and Kanye as the 2 artists who have made the most amount of songs that I like in any genre of all time. It is the 2 of them, and it's a humongous gap before you hit the next person. The 2 of them, it's albums of bangers to me. So honestly, the way that I feel about Drake is that you could take all the songs he's ever made, put them on a wall, and throw a dart, and make the list in order 1 to 5 of that. While you're playing them, I'm not going to tell you that is not where that belongs. Every one of those is going to be the best song while they're playing. He's made music throughout my entire life. Like, Take Care is in my top 5 albums of all time. That shit came out when I was in middle school, and I'm still listening to stuff now at 28 in the car going to work. Like,
that's what I'm saying, dude. In middle school, I watched him in the hospital when he was recovering from Degrassi. So. You know, I don't get me wrong. I relate to him. I do, but you know, growing up with 4 sisters, it's a different type of relationship with Drake.
I hear you. All I'm gonna say is that, you know, I think that Kendrick obviously won. Kendrick deserved what he got from winning that, and Drake needed to take some time away. But I think enough time has passed to come back out and then feel the appreciation again from how big of a cultural icon he is, despite everything that's been said about him, and the fact that this man really has made that much good music. And it's almost like you compare him, it's like you hear it's talked about with athletes. When you're like a superstar athlete, you don't get compared to the new athletes. You get compared to a younger you. Drake isn't competing against NBA Youngboy. Drake is competing against previous album Drake.
100%. 100%. He always will be. Yeah. So I agree with you. I think enough time has passed where we can go back to appreciating Drake for being a good rapper. Like, he stepped out and did his thing. But, like, I also just, I don't know, feeling like I know the pulse of the world, think that he's going to be getting this hate for the next, like, 2-3 years before we really feel like Drake is back to being, like, widely known as top 3, top 5.
It just depends on the circles you're in. Because, like, I read you the charts. 43 in the top 50.
Oh, I know.
So it just depends on who it is. If you're talking about, you know, like the rap, you know, Joe Budden podcast, their rankings, yeah, they probably go fucking hate on them forever. Of course. Yeah,
but
if you
they
walk
hate
out
on anybody that isn't them. Yeah.
But if you walk outside and get in your car and you're at a red light, I guarantee you go hear Drake coming from the car next to you.
Yeah, if you drive 10 miles.
Yeah, no, you have a good
10
point.
miles with your windows down in the summer, you're gonna hear Drake.
Definitely.
It also depends on where you're driving during the summer.
I'm like 90% sure I literally heard Drake today. It was like an 87-degree day. So, and I heard people bumping the radio.
You could probably be driving in Kentucky. You might hear Drake between 10 stoplights.
Yeah, I couldn't even give you an actual top 5 songs. He's got so many albums, you could do top 5 albums with them. But enough of me glazing my light-skinned brother. Toph, let's see the presentation.
All right, presentation time. You know how I like to get down.
I'm excited to see this.
We're going to do it big. Boom. All right.
Oh, this is what he's been clicking on.
Yeah, that's what I was clicking on.
Top 5 Drake songs.
6 guy.
It's a banger.
I've been running through the 6 of my world.
Oh, that is a good one. Damn.
That is not the song.
Oh, okay.
All right, number 5. Slime You Out with SZA. Love this song personally.
Okay.
Actually, I don't think I have any of the same songs that you guys had in mind.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
find out.
Everybody
got a lot of them in there.
Everybody, minus one of us, has a respectable list, and they're all different songs.
Number 4, Search and Rescue.
I don't even know what this is.
You never heard Search and Rescue?
No, I'm gonna have to look that shit up when I get off here.
Light skin card revoked. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
You're white.
Motionless entry.
Oh, my nightmare.
I'm just kidding.
My nightmare.
Number 3. Started from the bottom, now we're here.
All right.
Okay.
Come on, man. When this song came out, it was on every single football highlight tape. Had to do it. Number 2, Mob Ties. Love Mob Ties. Also,
a good one.
Scorpion. I remember
Scorpion.
I hated Scorpion at first.
Really?
It took me, okay, maybe not hate, but it wasn't like, like you said, Drake is basically, going against himself. It's like they say about LeBron James. He's getting compared to, previous years LeBron James, Aaron Rodgers. Once you've done something for so long, you're pretty much getting, compared to yourself, which is unfair, but as we do as society. And number 1, which nobody said this one, Over My Dead Body.
That's a good one.
Fire.
Fire.
Come on. Over My Dead Body. Man, still to this day.
That is a banger.
I probably bump this song every day.
All right. I'm
Can
gonna
I-
have to, yeah, I'm gonna have to
The
give that a
end.
listen.
and Kendrick.
The icebergs.
I had to troll a little bit. I had to troll.
Can I interject real quick? I just
Yes,
realized
sir.
another song.
Motionless entry. What's up?
Oh my goodness! I realized a song that I forgot that absolutely deserves to be on here. Arguably, it's probably right at 2 actually. After Lord Knows, No Lie, him and 2 Chainz,
No lies. Yeah, come on.
bro.
Like I said, to do 5, it is really hard. Like I said, you could put a bunch of songs on a dartboard. They're basically all bullseyes.
Yes.
Yeah, so many's doing it for 2 decades. Like you guys are talking about, you listen to middle school. I remember listening to Drake, best ever had, on my stepdad's original iPod. The ones we had to scroll to turn up and things like that. That's how long he's been doing it.
iPod Classic, yes sir.
Exactly. It's like I said, he's been doing it for a long time. It's like I said, you've been doing it for that long. People love to hate you if you've done stuff for so long.
2000.
Like I said, Drake, he'll go down in the record books as one of the best to ever do it.
What I will say too about, just to put a bow on this, the other, I think I just said this a second ago, the only other person that I think that has arguably the same amount or more hits than him is Kanye. Drake dropping Iceman proved that even if it's not the classics, he can still do it like he could before. Kanye has been watched for 5 or 6 albums, dog. The longevity is crazy. Kanye drops, we don't care. Drake drops, the world listens. It is impressive that you can do this for that long and still.
To be
draw that
fair,
in
Drake also does not constantly tweet anti-Semite sayings all the time. You know what I mean? That's
let me say this. And I'm gonna imply something here, and I'm not gonna finish it. Kanye has said a lot of anti-Semitic things.
True.
Drake was accused of being a pedophile.
Worse.
One of them still gets listened to. Society views what is worse. Moving on. Moving on.
That's true. Honestly, that's kind of fucked up.